Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but it does appear that the Tesla Cybertruck range has been maybe accidentally leaked. So we'll take a look at it, plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. And shout out to my latest Patreon members, Jake, Steven. Thank you for supporting. If you want to check it out, Patreon link down below in the description. So I know there's a lot of posts on the social medias right now about Elon and Tesla, but this was posted before all of this. This is a nice picture of the interior of what's presumed to be the Tesla Cybertruck. We can almost 100% assume it because we've got the Cybertruck logo right here on the center of this steering wheel. This is the new steering wheel for the Cybertruck, and also Marques Brownlee posted "Hold Up" on it. And from the right side here, we can see a little bit of the UI Cybertruck with the headlights on, and a lot of people are pointing out that in this top right corner of, or the top left corner of the UI screen, it says 265 miles. And what kind of sucks with this is you can see that this bar, it seems to be like a battery in a slant form, but it does look like it's pretty much charged all the way up to maybe 90%, but there is a bar right there that is empty from this photo. So one could do the math with the 265 miles from whatever it is. And we can see a post here from Matthew Donegan Ryan. Cybertruck dual motor range hinted at on an MKBHD's photo. The MCU shows 9 out of 10 bars and a 265 mile range. It's possible each bar represents about 30 miles of range, and max range would be 300 miles. This is in line with the rumored 123 kilowatt battery pack for the dual motor trucks. And so a lot of people might be upset about this. Maybe they feel like that it was supposed to be a higher mile range truck, maybe even as high as 500 miles. And what's also weird is like a lot of the competition right now is a little bit higher than 300 miles. But here's another post from Cybertruck guy, 260 mile range available at unknown state of charge. If it is 80%, then that would mean the total battery mile range would be 331. If it's at 90%, then that would be 294 miles, which kind of lines up in line with the 300 mile range. But don't forget, when the Cybertruck was unveiled, years ago, maybe even 2019, whatever the years was, this was the mile range that they put up on the screen. Single motor rear-wheel drive, 250 miles of range, dual motor all-wheel drive at 300 miles of range, and tri-motor all-wheel drive at 500 miles of range. So it could be that Tesla is looking to roll this truck out at 300 miles of range for, of course, the dual motor, and it would be right in line with exactly what they predicted or what they gave in terms of what could be coming in when they would actually roll the Cybertruck out. So here's another post from Troy Teslike, kind of doing about the same thing about the range. But the one thing a lot of people are not too happy about is if this vehicle is going to be used for towing, then the range is certainly going to be impacted a lot. But going down to the pricing, if they stay in line with this, if they stay in line with the range, then does this mean they're going to stay in line with the pricing as well? Because originally, when they unveiled the Tesla Cybertruck, the pricing for the dual motor was at $49,900 and the tri-motor at $69,900. So I certainly feel like they would not be rolling out with a truck at a really low range and a really high price. So I do have a hunch. Maybe they'll release it at like $49,900, or even like they could go a little bit higher. It's like $54,900. But certainly I feel like at this point, if the range is going to be under that, then I would imagine it's going to be a 300-mile range at about a $50,000 to $60,000 price. I mean, we are literally one day away from the Tesla Cybertruck unveiling event, which starts tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern or 12 p.m. Pacific, and it will be live streamed on X/Twitter as well. And so this is the new shot of the front of the building with the Cybertruck positioned right in front. And there's been a ton of spottings of a lot of different Cybertrucks being posted around the Giga Austin factory. But let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what you're thinking. I mean, now we've got a lot of proof right here in the pudding. Maybe if this was supposed to be leaked, or maybe he accidentally took the picture with that range showing, but at least it was only one day before the actual event. But really interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. We're going to jump into the next topic, but before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is the Patreon link. You support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. And we're working on some final details. Channel announcement here. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments, and everything. We're going to be doing giveaways galore throughout December. So if you are interested in winning Tesla accessories and more, a lot more, we're going to be doing a giveaway every single week for a Tesla accessory, and also going to be doing one big giveaway for the whole month because it has everything in line with what we talk about in this channel, which is buying a Tesla, getting great monthly payments, getting great good financing payments, lease payments, and just getting a Tesla at a great discount. So if you're interested in winning that big giveaway, definitely hit that subscribe, definitely hit that like button, and stick around. I'm still finalizing details, but hopefully it kicks off on December 1st, so which is only 2 days away from now. So definitely hit that subscribe and see you in for that. Rafi, thanks for coming in. Tesla 54, thanks for coming back. Juan, haven't seen you in a bit. Thanks for coming back. Welcome back. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully life is good, but thanks for coming in. Rafi, hey Dennis, is it better to buy a Tesla, for example, a Model Y Performance, use it for 2 years and use the tax credit and then sell it, or lease one? Depends on you as an individual. Do you qualify for the full $7,500 federal tax credit? Do you trust in the resale values of Tesla for the next couple of years? Then if you qualify for both and you have confidence in both, then yes, it could be worth it to buy it. And actually, you can buy multiple Teslas and get multiple tax credits as long as you have enough tax liability to get that much money back. Tesla 54, how much is a base price of the truck? I think my latest guess is, well, I mean, I was certainly guessing 350-mile range, but maybe now it's going to be a little bit lower, maybe like 330, 320, but maybe 50K. Shocker would be to me 50K, but realistically, probably like 54,990 for the Tesla Cybertruck. Thank you, Tesla 54, and thank you for the super chat, Tesla 54. Thank you for the support. Thanks for always coming back, and hopefully we've been able to help you out with how to get the best deal on a Tesla. In this next topic, let's quickly talk about Tesla trade values and also just really what is the process on selling your vehicle if you are looking to sell your vehicle to buy a vehicle or to buy a Tesla vehicle, and what is the exact trade-in process. I know some of you might have questions on this. How can I get the maximum value for your vehicle? How can you sell your vehicle for the most amount of money? And so we'll talk about it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. So let's talk about this. So yes, you can trade in your vehicle, whatever the vehicle may be, whether it's a Tesla or another vehicle like a Honda or whatever, you can trade it into Tesla. However, there's really no benefit to this, and most likely Tesla is going to give you a lower price for the vehicle. But I have heard recent stories where Tesla has stepped up on the offers for buying your vehicle, but certainly just take it for whatever it's worth and see if you can get a better rate somewhere else. Of course, there are some states out there where if you trade in a vehicle, you can save on sales taxes on the purchase and you only pay the difference on between the trade-in versus the purchase of the vehicle. But you do have to kind of factor that in depending on how much the vehicle or how much they're offering you versus selling the vehicle separately. Another great website is, of course, Car Buyer USA, which is similar to the CarMax, but it's an online only platform. They make it really easy. You can put in any sort of vehicle. Like let's say, for instance, you're about to trade in a 2020 Jeep, whatever. You can literally put in the miles of whatever it is, click get offer now, and it gives you a number right off the bat, and then you go through the process of selling them your vehicle. On top of that, another good resource is CarMax. You can also do the same thing, put in your vehicle, whatever it is, and it spits out a value pretty relatively quickly. And of course, you just want to take all those different things together and figure out what is going to be the best value to sell your vehicle. On top of that, another great resource is just going to your local dealerships or local private lots that are around you. They have to buy vehicles off the street or from you, so they need that inventory to then resell to someone else. So really, my best strategy is to take all the different numbers from Tesla, CarMax, Car Buyer USA, take all those numbers together, and then go to the local mom and pop dealers off the street and see, as long as they have good reviews, and see if they can beat that offer at the end of the day. And of course, depending on what type of vehicle it actually might be, it might be worth looking to sell the vehicle on like Facebook Marketplace or even Cars.com Auto Trader and taking a quick shot. Don't spend too much time on this, but selling it, if it's like anywhere from like a $5,000 to $15,000 vehicle, you can certainly sell it off of the websites on that are just like this to see if someone can give you a cash offer to really just go through that process pretty quickly. I would not sell the vehicle for any sort of financing, because that certainly takes a lot more time to sell the vehicle, especially when you're kind of time locked into getting a vehicle, getting a brand new Tesla. You don't want to tie up any sort of time, vehicle, title, or money like that into your previous vehicle. But hopefully that helps. Of course, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code on your new vehicle purchase, your new Tesla purchase, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get 6 months of free supercharging plus 3 months of full self-driving, which is valued at about $600. So definitely check it out. Tesla referral code down below in the description. And thank you to everybody that's used our Tesla referral code in the past and in the future. But we're going to jump into the live stream comments. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below the description is Patreon link. Support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check out Patreon link down below in the description. If you're just joining in, welcome. Marquez Brownlee, a prominent YouTuber, actually, probably one of the biggest tech YouTubers, leaked a picture, or not even leaked, posted a picture, and perhaps maybe was not supposed to show that it says 265 miles of range on the Tesla Cybertruck. So if you do the quick math, if it's 90%, that would be about 300 miles of range. If it's 80%, which most likely it's not 80%, most likely it's 90%, then that would be about like 300 and maybe 20 miles of range. So let me know what your thoughts. Do you think the Tesla Cybertruck, remember dual motor, which dual motor, when it was first announced, first release, it did say that it would have a 300 plus mile range and be priced at $49,900. But the biggest thing why people might not be a big fan of it, because if you take a look at the competition now, taking a look at like Rivian, for instance, Rivians are way more longer in range. Explore the options here. You can see the range for a Rivian. If we take a look at it, large pack, 328 miles of range. And if we take a look at the max pack, that's 410 miles of range. So a lot more range, but of course, a lot more price for these particular trucks, because a Rivian with the performance and the max pack, that's a $94,000 truck. If we switch it down to dual motor, switch it down to the standard pack, that's a $73,000 truck. So comparing to apples, I would imagine Tesla is going to come in under $73,000 for the dual motor that gets delivered tomorrow. But I guess we'll certainly see by tomorrow. In this next quick topic, you can no longer reserve a Tesla Cybertruck. So let's take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. Taking a look at this, shout out to Inside EVs for posting this now on Tesla.com. If you go to Tesla.com and try and look up the Tesla Cybertruck, you can no longer add your name to the queue. You can no longer add a deposit. All you see is a Cybertruck silhouette of the top and plus a countdown that shows when the delivery event is actually happening, which if you didn't know, the delivery event is happening tomorrow and it will be live streamed on X, so you can see all the different things that are happening from it. But it does feel like to me that they're going to be doing a pretty quick delivery event. It seems like they're probably going to get on, talk about the specs of the truck, and probably unveil the pricing, and then quickly try and deliver like the 10 to 20 trucks that were rumored to be delivered by tomorrow. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. Probably they'll bring it back, and they'll probably bring back the configurator that was actually not really ever released before on the Tesla website in the past. So hopefully they're able to bring it back, and hopefully we can tinker with it and see what all the different options on are. But let me know what your thoughts on what you feel like the price is going to be. But we're going to jump into the live stream comments after this water break. Tesla 54, Dennis, I found a 2022 Model 3 Performance, one owner, 12,000 miles, $38,000. As I have a 2006 Lexus, paid for, keep it, buy a used Tesla. I don't know. What's a new Performance? A new Performance is a little bit higher than that, right? So let's see, a new Performance and a 2022 Model 3 Performance, that's going to be almost 2 years old at this point. But I mean, I don't think it's a good deal, because if you qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit, that means you're basically $40,000 for a brand new one. And so is $2,000 worth almost 2 years old and 12,000 miles? I don't think so. I think I would just get a brand new one at that point, because unless you can't get an inventory discount as we see on the page. Adrian, thanks for coming in. POTUS is working on keeping $7,500 tax credit for quite some time. Will the car prices might go up next year, considering auto loan rates possibly dropping down by next year due to deflation? I think so, because in the past, Tesla would certainly raise the price, especially when they know that a tax credit is going to be given to the customer in full. I feel like that's a strategy that they would do in the years past, but certainly we have no idea. But it could easily go either way, but it really depends on the demand at the end of the day. If these Tesla delivery date ranges keep going further and further, I mean, they're not right now, but this is one of the indicators that we look at. So you can see right here, you can see it says estimated delivery December 2023. If the new year rolls over and it's in January and it starts to show February to March and then March to June and then on and further, then that is when Tesla will start to raise prices or take away incentives. But I don't really foresee that happening. Tesla, live in Florida. If I buy a used Tesla from a dealer, will I get any tax break? I don't think so, unless your utility has one. But a good website for you is Electric for All, where you can take a look at putting your exact zip code and see if there's any used EV tax credits. But I don't think there is on a state level for Florida. Ryan, thanks for coming in. Were you the one that mentioned that Tesla updates their pricing on Thursday nights? Yes. Traditionally in the past, we've seen, at least in the past couple weeks, past quarter, Tesla does make updates on Thursday nights. And so then this Thursday night lines up perfectly for them, because this Thursday night is the last day of the month, so they can wait. And usually it happens about like 9 p.m. as well. So maybe they wait all the way till the end, once all the stores close and there's no more deliveries. And then they add some more incentives for December to make it an event for December for sales. Josh, thanks for coming in. Tommy, what's stupid is Tesla's moving towards charging extra for supercharging if you charge over 80%. So technically all mile range should be advertised 80, not 100%. Yeah. Well, I do think like Tesla's intention is for you not to use superchargers on a daily basis. I mean, certainly they would rather you be able to use superchargers only on road trips, but certainly they want you to install a charger at home. That's why they have all these different assets to explain to you like all the different things for charging at home. And so that's why they're just trying to alleviate congestion, because I don't know about you all, if you saw any of those Electrify America videos where there was lines of people waiting for electrified chargers. And that's what happens. I mean, that happened to Electrify owners now, but that certainly was a thing that happened to Tesla owners when there was lack of Tesla supercharger stations, like maybe even 2 to 3 years ago. And so once Tesla opens up the NACS network to all different brands, we're going to start to see some congestion. And so that's why they've added that fee where you shouldn't really charge over 80% anyways, because it literally takes the time that it takes to go from like 10 to 60%. it takes like double or triple that same exact time to go from like 60 to 90% due to charging speeds and things like that. Tesla 54, no, thank you. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for hitting the like button and the comments and everything and all the support. Adrian, does resale values have a huge difference between Model Y long range and performance? Not a big difference, I would say. It's about the same. I mean, long range is going to be the most bang for buck in terms of how much you're spending and how much you're going to be getting back, unless you use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get 6 months of free supercharging plus 3 months of full self-driving. But really, unless you get a Model Y Performance at a bigger discount. If you get a Model Y Performance with like a $5,000 to $6,000 off, which yes, I've seen that before in the past and past end of quarters, and if it's like a $1,000 to $2,000, maybe $3,000 more price difference than a long range, then certainly 100% I would hit the buy button to buy that, because you get the 21-inch rims, which you could easily trade that with someone in your local area and make some extra cash on top of that. We did it, and we have a video actually on the channel that went through that whole process, and we're able to make almost close to $1,000 by doing that. And so that certainly makes a lot of sense to be able to just get the performance. If it's only like $1,000 to $3,000 more between a long range, it's an easier decision. Eva Kota, thanks for coming. I start to consider a Model Y because of the inventory discounts. It's either this or Highland. Really would love to cash the discounts compounded on POS discounts, but that might be too much. Well, be careful what you ask for, because that could be the market next year. I mean, it's the same exact cycle every single. We've been doing this for about a year or over a year now, where we come on every single day and talk about inventory levels, pricing, Tesla incentives, and much more. And it's the same exact cycle every single end of quarter, and or at least we've seen. So December is going to be the best time to buy in the near future, and then maybe even March, the end of the first quarter, because we'll have point of sale discounts. We might have more incentives, who knows at this point, because Tesla had a big goal to sell with 1.8 million vehicles to sell by the end of this year for 2023 across the world. And you got to believe that number is going to get pushed even more next year for the growth and things like that. Tesla 54, thanks again. Thanks for the super chat again. Thank you. Model 3 financial or lease? Depends on your situation. Josh, do you have a Tesla, Dennis? Yes, we've had 4 Teslas so far. We've had a Model 3 Performance, we've had a Model Y Performance, then we switched to the Model S long range, and then now we have the Model X long range. Every single delivery video is on the channel if you're interested in watching. Well, actually, maybe not the Model 3 one, but Model Y for sure, Model S for sure, and then Model X was a used car purchase, so yes, for sure as well. How much does Tesla want new vehicle down to finance? Can be anywhere from 10 to 20%, maybe slightly lower, but at the minimum I've seen is $2,000. Cameron, thanks for coming in. Are there no more state incentives from California for EV in 2024? I have heard the incentive will be expiring. Clean cars for all will take over, but I need to make $40K before taxes to qualify. Yeah, unfortunately, the CVRP program ran out. I've heard the same thing, that clean cars is going to take over, but I have not seen anything from that in terms of an update. Ryan, I look forward to your live stream. This is my first Tesla purchase. We'll be doing Friday, and we're well prepared for the process. Thank you. No, thank you, Ryan. Friday, yeah, you might have good timing then, right before the delivery, which will be good. But congrats to you, congrats to your purchase. If anybody is about to buy a Tesla or just bought a Tesla, don't forget to check out our Tesla accessory discount codes down below in the channel if you want to support the channel. We got 3D Mats USA for a premium floor mat for your Tesla. We have a set in our Model X. They're fantastic. We got REFERRAL for interior accessories. We got Jawa for the best interior accessories, and we got MAGBAK as well, all down below in the description. I'm Harbinger. Well, thanks for coming in. How are Cybertruck buyers upset when no one has bought it yet? I think most people are just a little shocked at the range. We've heard numbers of like 300, 400, 500. And on top of that, Rivian, of course, one of probably the biggest competitors, is a little bit higher than that as well. So just showing a number of 265 is just a little lower than what we'd like to see. And who knows, maybe this car wasn't calibrated. Maybe this is a pre-production vehicle. There's a bunch of questions that need to be answered from that. George, I get 250 miles from a full tank of gas. Nice. I would imagine you get much more. Tesla, do you lease our Teslas or buy them? All financed, all purchased. But now, I mean, we also haven't seen these low monthly payments on Teslas in a long time. It's kind of hard to not be able to understand the value of how low these lease payments get. I mean, you can't argue $303 a month for a Model 3 in places like California where it's high cost of living, where gas is expensive. There's people out there that are paying $300 a month just on gas alone. So you can start to see how this pencils in certain states where it makes the most sense. Tommy, waiting for December to see if there will be more discounts on inventory. Yes, Tommy, for sure. I mean, maybe it'll start by maybe this Thursday. We shall see. Ryan, can you pull up the Model Y inventory again? Yes, good point, because we were taking a look at this today. You can see there was a slight increase of Model Y inventory, which is setting up good, Ryan, for discounts in December, because when inventory goes up, when interest rates go up, and prices will start to come down, and hopefully incentives will also start to go up as well. If you're looking to purchase a Tesla, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get 6 months of free supercharging plus 3 months of full self-driving, which is actually valued at about $600. So definitely check it out. Tesla referral code down below in the description. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Happy Wednesday. Thank you all for the support. Hopefully you all have good luck on your Tesla purchases. And no, thank you, Tesla. Thank you for the kind words and everything. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for hitting the like button. I'll see you guys tomorrow. See ya.